Yo, what is going on, guys? I'm Hedge. Welcome to another video where I am drawing things. Welcome to ArtStage. This art piece was very much on a whim, which basically means that I don't have like talking points, like notes that I usually have, which also means that I'm probably going to be talking about the recent video that I just put out for almost the entirety of this one. So I realize that there are some new people on the channel. For that, I say hello. Thank you for stopping by. Um, Recently, I put out a video. It was the Barney and Friends Season 1 Hedge Spotlight. And for those of you who don't know what my Spotlight series is, basically Hedge Spotlight is where I take a Barney VHS or a home video or episode or just something to be highlighted from Barney's history. And we just take a look at it, we review it, we go over it, we go over like the history of it, little tidbits and facts, and just like throwing my own spin and like humor and everything in it. That's basically what it is. It's my review series. And recently, I put out a video talking about the entirety of Barney and Friends Season 1. And in the video, I also said that like that was a very interesting and eye-opening thing for me because when I was growing up, I would go to a daycare and she had just a bunch of VHS tapes, mostly Barney, and they were all like, or not all of them, but a good majority of them were from Season 1 of the show. You know, she had Barney's Best Manners, she had Barney Rhymes with Mother Goose, Barney's Birthday. Um, so I grew up with a lot of Season 1, but I had never really sat down to watch through the entirety of the show, you know, like all of the episodes together. So that was a very interesting thing for me, and I realized just how much I love doing that. I love binge watching a show, especially if it's something from my childhood. So Season 1 of Barney and Friends was a very, very interesting watch through for me. Not really, I don't think it would be something that I do again for Season 1. I don't really see myself sitting through Season 1 in its entirety again, but certain like episodes, sure, like absolutely. You know, my favorite episodes of Season 1 of Barney and Friends are probably like Let's Help Mother Goose, Caring Means Sharing. I actually went and bought a Time Life video VHS tape of Caring Means Sharing just because of how much that episode like means to me. It's a very special episode. But those two for sure are like my favorite episodes, I think. For sure. Barney's Birthday is up there just because of nostalgia, but like Season 1 had some good episodes. And I really appreciate what it did for the franchise. Now, I might as well start talking about this piece now that we're 3 minutes in. So this piece was going to happen regardless of if I did the watch through of Season 1 or not. I wanted to do something that involved Barney in his plush form from Season 1. And watching through Season 1 altogether made me grow so much of a stronger appreciation for this plush doll. Now, I, as a kid, I always thought it looked very strange. It looks like Barney, like that's the whole point, right? That is Barney, but it always just looked kind of frightening to me as a kid, like the eyes with no eyelids and everything, and it just looked kind of funky. But it's a very, very like unique design. And again, like watching through Season 1 of Barney and Friends made me grow so much of a deeper appreciation and love for this toy. And I kind of wish I had a replica. There's a bunch of like great replicas made by like wonderful like not prop creators, puppet builders and stuff like that, and they're really cool. And I actually kind of want one of Season 1 now, just to have on my shelf, just because it's so it's cute and I love it. I love Barney from that year, like 1992. He looked so different, you know. Of course, like Prime Barney, or the doll that was used in like Season 2 and 3 is of course my favorite, but this one is very unique just for what it was, and I wanted to draw that. Now, I wasn't sure whether or not to have one of the kids in this piece, just like how I drew Barney from 1988, like the original costume. I wasn't sure if I wanted to have Tina in that piece or not, or just like some other kid from the Backyard Gang, and that was the same thing for this. I knew I wanted Barney to be held by someone, and if anyone, it was going to be Min. But I wasn't sure whether to have like her in the frame or just like her arms cradling Barney, because that would have been a cool like little piece, just having like Min from the shoulder down and then Barney there, and then that's just the whole piece. But I just decided to do like Min and Barney together, and just like drawing her there. Now another thing that I was trying to figure out is whether I wanted to draw Min as in like Min the character from Barney and Friends season 1, or if I wanted to draw Pia Hamilton as an adult. And I part of me wanted to do both, but I realized that I need to pace myself. When it comes to the channel, I have a very bad problem when it comes to just sort of pacing myself. If I have an idea for something, I have to do it like right then. And if I don't, then I lose interest in it and I never do it. So I was like, you know what? I'll just do Min from the show, because doing Min, like drawing Min as a child from the show, makes it more special to me, because the Barney and Friends season 1 spotlight to me is very important. It's one of the most fun videos I've ever made. It's a video that I can say it's like almost perfect in terms of like the editing and just everything that I did for it, and it's pretty long. So because of that, it's a very special thing for me, and I have such of a it means so much to me in terms of like season 1 of the show. So this video by proxy is also going to be very special to me, and I wanted to encapsulate the vibe and the feel of that like season 1 of Barney and Friends with this piece. And in doing that, it had to be super authentic. So I wanted to draw Min as she was in the show when Pia Hamilton was younger, and then have Barney there with her. Yeah, so this one took, I think, 2 hours. They all take about 2 hours. For some reason, this one feels like it took longer than that, though. It might have been 2 hours. It might have been 2.5 hours. I don't know. But something about this piece took a while. Yeah, I thought I had more to that statement, but I don't. No, but this piece was a lot of fun to do. I do plan on looking at future seasons of Barney and Friends in the same way that I did the spotlight for season 1. I don't know when that will happen. It'll happen eventually. It'll happen at some point. But yeah, this season 1, this might as well just be season 1 week. like everything surrounding this channel will be based around that, because I mean it is the 30th anniversary of Barney and Friends this year, and that's crazy. It's been so many years. It's been so long since it hit PBS, and again, like that's very, very crazy. So I wanted to sort of celebrate that by just sort of delving into different things that happened around that year, and just talking about it in general, because it's a very wonderful thing. And again, this piece was very fun to make. I haven't actually drawn something in a while, and by a while it's probably been like 2 weeks. Anytime it's been like longer than 4 days, I'm like, man, I haven't sat down and drawn anything in like 2 years. Like, it always feels like some absorbent amount of time, but it probably hasn't been that long. When was the last ArtStage? That was Barney from 1988, wasn't it? I think so. I think it's also just because I've been thinking about making new pieces and stuff like that. I have a lot of different ideas for new pieces to make for this channel, that they all just get jumbled up and tangled in my head, and I can't remember if I've done them or not. So yeah, this one was very, very fun, and I really enjoy well, I enjoy everything I do on the channel, but ArtStage is one of my favorite things, because I get to fully express my artwork to everyone, and I haven't drawn Barney in so long before this channel, so it's like getting back to old habits, and again, it's very, very fun. So yeah, there is the piece right there. It's Barney and Min, and this will be just like all of my other pieces. At the time of this recording, I think the Bob West and Barney piece is not on the Instagram, but just like all my other pieces, this will be live on the Instagram once this video is up, which is right now when you're watching it. Hedge Museum Stage, or Stage Play is what it's known as on Instagram. All of my links are in the description if you want to check it out. And all of the pieces that I've worked here on ArtStage are on the channel as well as on Instagram. So if you want to check that out, you can. I do a bunch of Barney artwork and just a ton of other artwork that you can see on my Twitter. But yeah, there it is. If you'd like to become a Patreon, wow. If you'd like to become a patron and support my work, the link is in the description below right there as well. You'll get your name at the end of the video and every end slate, and if you have the $10 tier, you will also have your name read out aloud, vocally. So there is that. I thank you all for watching. I hope you all can find something that you enjoy on the channel. The Hedge Spotlight series has a bunch of different videos in it right now. We reviewed Barney's Imagination Island, all 3 of the first Barney in the Backyard Gang Home videos, as well as Barney's Magical Musical Adventure, and now Barney and Friends Season 1, and that will continue to go for as long as I enjoy making this content, which should be forever. ArtStage, I have done a bunch of different Barney artwork, the 1988 Barney original costume, Patty Wirtz, BJ's actress, as well as BJ himself. There's just, there's a bunch of different things on the channel, so I hope you are able to stick around with me and find something that you enjoy. But yeah, that will be it, and I will see you guys in the next video, which should be next week or early, or maybe even tomorrow. I don't even know. Who knows? You'll never know when a video comes out unless you have like the little bell notification. I'm rambling. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next video. See you. Thank you to Emilia, Cameron, and my lovely patrons for hanging out with me and supporting the stage. Much love to all of you, all around. See you!